I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know.
Here with your first ever CEA Valorant cast, coming to you live on a Friday night. I'm King of Dopenshire, and I'm joined with,
I'm Seismic Viking.
and we are going to bring you Arizona State University versus Michigan State University, and we're going to get right into our rosters here. For Arizona State, we're going to have costs, fall damage, rat aids, overwork, and reflex beast. And Seismic, how about you run us down the Michigan roster?
Yeah, over on the Michigan side, we have Monchi, Puffy Warrior, Just, Ready Terror, and Angel. Now, it is the first game of the season, so we haven't seen any of these players so far, but I know they're ready and want to make a statement in this opening week.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I was one of those people that was watching streams to get my Valorant key when it first went to open/closed beta. So I've been playing a bit. Doesn't mean I'm very good, but these players are definitely the top tier on their collegiate teams, and I'm excited to see some great gameplay coming out here tonight. Thanks for joining us. We know it's the first cast ever, so it'll get chugging along, and eventually we hope to grow this as big as our Siege network that we currently have. But in the meantime, our first map is going to be Bind, and that's going to be Arizona State's pick. They're going to be starting on offense with MSU starting on defense, and this is going to be a bit of an interesting game, as after this we're going to go to Haven. We are playing a best of 2 tonight, no overtime, so teams can tie with a 12-12 round score, and we can end up with a total tie for the night, or we can have a win, partial loss, or loss for each team, depending on how well they do in each map.
Yeah, and going into the first map of Bind, it's the professional Valorant meta is sort of an interesting state with the most recent patches, especially as we've only seen a few of the tier one, maybe I believe only one tier one tournament ever since the most recent big patch, which brought large buffs that we saw to Breach as well as more Sage nerfs. So very interesting to see what these teams are going to bring when it comes to their operator lineup specifically. As Bind, definitely a defender-sided map, and we are just going to head straight on into it now with that first map of Bind.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, as you said, the agent picks are going to come out here. I'm definitely going to expect some heavy frag power. Definitely a Phoenix, potentially a Raze coming out here. Just depends on what the players like to do. I'm actually excited to see the team comps, too, because it's with only 12 agents, the team comps vary a little bit. So there's not like, millions of different teams you can make like Rainbow Six. However, we are going to see some interesting combinations here as our picks kind of load in a little bit slowly here. Killjoy is our newest agent added to the game, and I haven't seen her play too much personally, so I'm excited to see what she's going to bring to the table here on this map, especially with plant strategy for both teams.
Yeah, very, very strong information and anti-plant. So seeing what Killjoy has to offer for these teams will be very nice, especially over on that defensive side. And we are going to see her brought over on that red side of ASU. And off the beginning, we're going to see a pretty heavy stack towards the market area off the beginning. Could be indicative of some pretty fast maneuvers from the attacking side of Arizona State. But looking at the rosters themselves, we've got Sova, Jet, Breach, Cypher, Brimstone on the defensive side, and the attackers bring some more fragging power. They've got that Jet, Reyna, and Raze, as well as the Omen and Killjoy to bring some support and utility to the rest of the team. Okay. So I believe right now you guys at home might be seeing a different screen than us. Game is underway. We will keep you updated to the best of our ability as we look for a fix to this issue.
We had some actually early fragment power out here. Reflex Beast is actually going to go in, but going too fast as Manchi is going to pick up a kill on the Reflex Beast, but fall damage is going to instantly respawn. That Killjoy coming out with the Ghost round 1. It's currently a 2v3 with MSU on the plant.
One enemy remaining.
Puffy Warrior is going to peek around the corner, but Rat is going to get the kill. Spike is planted with some time left. Ready Tear has just not a lot of time in this 1v3 scenario.
Yeah, it left up in a 1v3 post plant, especially on this B site. So many locations you have to clear. Goes for gunfight with Overworked, but Overworked's going to close it out. That will be the pistol round going to the attacking side of ASU.
Yeah, and it's definitely a good start because they're going to actually be able to buy a little bit more this round if they want. We're going to see some of these agents picking up some pretty nice skins. We're seeing the Flaming Knife come out there. It looks like they're going to try maybe a slightly different stack. We're going to see the Raze and the Omen, and now the Killjoy are going to start making their way towards a short, and the round is going to start. And it looks like the defenders are currently stacking towards Bathroom.
Yeah, it looks like those three players that we see on the defensive side moving all the way through showers. They're getting a lot of information right now. But now with the attackers primed and ready to go with Reyna Eyeballs, the Boom Buddy, they're going to burst out a short, and this should be the sight to them. Frag Scrap, Justin Monchi go down. But now we have a huge flank, but it is discovered by Rat Aids as he peeks around the corner on the forward watch.
Spike planted.
And now it's a 2v5. They just have classics up. They're just trying to take some guns out of the attackers, but I don't think they're going to be able to. As Reflex Beast and Fall Damage get those last 2 kills. And a nice, good closeout for Arizona State.
Yeah, ASU is going to grab that second round in a row. Up 2-0, definitely expected if you win the pistol round. They're still going for not quite a full buy. We're seeing Fall Damage is going to keep that Spectre, and kind of makes sense. You know, if you don't die there is some viability in just keeping your gun and not really worrying about pushing too hard or trying to ruin your eco very early on in the game. Looks like they might go again for a B-side push. We are going to see the Brimstone, or sorry, the Breach and the Jet are going to be stacking in. Monchi is actually going to get an early pick on the Overwork. Definitely a good strat. His Angle is going to pick up 2.
Yeah, we're seeing some calculated aggression out of the defensive side of MSU. Fall Damage is going to get one back, but he is left up in a 1v4 with just a Spectre. 40 health. Goes for some nice little pre-fires, maybe trying to get a couple lucky headshots, but Monchi is going to close it out with the 3K. As
that's
MSU firing back.
Yeah, that's going to be their first round, and they're going to be able to come back with some cash here. We're going to see them actually pick up a Phantom, and Angel hasn't bought a gun yet, but for the most part, it looks like they can get a full buy here. Some of the attackers over on ASU look like they still have pistols at this point. Not sure if they're going to actually end up buying here because they did just lose that round, but they should have the economy to maybe keep the ball rolling. Again, I find that winning the first 2 rounds isn't indicative of who's going to come out swinging, solely because like these rounds last so quick. And we're going to see here Monchi is going to play aggressive at the beginning, but is going to fall back as we're seeing kind of a similar push from the second round here.
Yeah, we're going to see some bursting out of A short. The Raze has made her way all the way towards Lamps as well as the Omen, taking that map control. And now with the Spike making its way towards the bomb site, they're going to try to isolate that truck area and get the bomb down. As we see, the Killjoy is planting right now behind the cover of the Reyna eyeball. As it's going to be a 5v5 retake. Puffy Warrior goes for some pre-fires, not going to find a kill, gets dinked on the way out. And yeah, we just have both teams just stacked up, waiting for the retake to come in.
Angel's going to quickly peek around the corner. Get one, is almost going to miss Overwork, but is going to get the double kill, putting his team up in a 5v3 scenario. Still post-plant, they still have to defuse. The stall damage is going to respawn by taking out Angel. Time is ticking down as Rat with the op is going to try to take some pot shots. Not going to land as Ready Terror is going to take down Cass. All of a sudden, it looks like MSU might actually come away with this round. They still have to hold it, and it looks like they are going to get it.
Yeah, really good play there by Angel. When the bomb goes down to that 5v5 and your players are still rotating over, it becomes a battle against the clock more than anything. You saw Angel was able to get Lamps control really quickly off of the work of that Breach Tremor. And once they had that control, they were able to use their Brimstone Smoke, isolate off A short where the remaining players were. From then on, they were able to force the attackers back and get that defuse. Really well played from them.
Yeah, Angel with that double pick in that Lamps corridor there on A site was definitely very helpful, bringing it from a 5v5 to a 5v3. Very good play. We are into the next round, and Cass is already going to be spotted out early on by Bathrooms. He's going to be forced to rotate off or at least play back for a little bit. We're going to see some operators come out once again. Rat is going to be trying to hold that long angle on B long. It looks like the Jets are currently just facing off over that B long, as Just is going to take some pot shots outside of Hookah, but not going to land on Reflex.
Yeah, and we saw at the beginning the defenders going for some nice calculated aggression using that Breach to take some map control and sort of try to find out where the attackers were through process of elimination. But this round, they're playing a lot further back, more merely peeking for info and waiting for the attackers to come to them.
Nowhere to run!
Yeah, it looks like Angel is going to use that Sova ultimate, and looks like is not actually going to hit anyone, which is unfortunate, but looks like we have a little standoff here between Ready Terror and one of the attackers. They are going to peek, and they're going to miss each other at first, but Cass is going to end up getting the first pick onto Ready Terror's stall damage. Is going to also pick up Angel with Puffy Warrior respawning instantly on the refrag.
Yeah, and now they only have 15 seconds left, trying to get the bomb down, but with the death of Puffy Warrior, it looks like they will be able to. Reflex Beast holding a nice off angle. It is refragged, but Cass gets his own, and that will be a 3K for him as the attackers pick up one more round.
Yeah, that's going to be a pretty close game so far. Currently 3-2 scoreline in favor of ASU. And we're going to see once again Rat take that operator on B long. We haven't seen them really push this out too much quite yet, but it looks like we're getting a kind of default setup from the attackers here. They're really sending one person down each corridor with a little bit of backup from the spike carrier on the mid side. Rat is going to try to outpeak the other operator and is going to get Manchi on that B long, opening up B site for invade as Reflex is going to follow up quick by sending it into Hookah with Ready Terror, picking up Cass.
Yeah, Ready Terror actually looks like he didn't kill him with a weapon, but that's merely a graphical issue. It is going to bring it to a 4v4. However, the attackers have gained a lot of map control. This ASU side does have the Gun of the Rays over in Hookah, as well as the Jet and the Killjoy moving their way up towards Garden. And these two players, the Breach and the Cypher, are going to have to do a lot of work to hold this out. The Breach forced out of the corner by the Killjoy Molly, but she doesn't hold the angle and is able to get the frag. Breach gonna pick up another one, just going crazy on the site, and now it's not looking too good. Jet hoping someone peeks, is flashed, not gonna be able to do anything off of that. Will the defenders be? Just gonna pick up his third, and now it's all up to Rat Aids, just holding the angle with the op all the way from B long. It seems like the defenders have an idea of where he is. If you still have a shock darts or any indication, probably going to look to save this gun more than anything. Drunk Peak's going out, and he's going to take the TP, but I don't know if he'll be aware of this player on his left. Most certainly not, and Ready Terror is going to pick up that kill.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate loss of an op. That's a lot of money lost right there. Yeah, but that was a little interesting predicament there. Just getting that triple kill was very good for MSU. They managed to pull that site away, especially with Rat getting that initial pick onto B long. You would think B would be a great way to converge, and that's what they did, but MSU responded, shifting the agents where they need to, and ended up taking that round, tying up the game. Halfway through the first half, a quarter of the way through the game, we're gonna see Angel actually get a pick onto Cass, and Manchi just in time is gonna ignore that boom bot.
Yeah, we are seeing the double up setup being run. Very powerful on bind, especially when you only have one source of smokes with the Brimstone. Obviously, Jet does have smokes, but hers aren't the type for really closing off those long angles. Angel's going to get another one, and right now it's looking like the attacking side is being picked apart at the seams.
Yeah, they still have kind of a split push going here, but looks like they're actually going to rotate towards B as Overwork has a little bit of ground in mid, but it's going to have to make their way through who just got a triple kill in the last round, and is going to be locking down Hookah. It looks like there's also going to have a long angle onto B long all the way from site, and it looks like Manchi might be able to actually pick up a kill onto Overwork if he's not careful here. The Omen Smoke is going to go out, but not going to be where it needs to be, as Rat Aids actually is going to manage to pick up Manchi before that gets shot. The shot gets off, and
left.
we're going to have a Razor coming out and is going to take down Just. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, two good picks to make their way to the bomb site, and the B site of Bind is notoriously difficult to retake. Puffy Warrior, he's going to wait for Angel and Ready Terror to make their way. So have a lot of util, as well as that Brimstone ulti. Puffy Warrior's going to cage himself out, unaware of the Rays standing out, going to get that kill. Now it's up to these two players up in Hookah. Shock Arrow goes out, as well as the Brimstone ulti to clear the site, and that's going to be Reflex Beast. That's Angel's third kill as well. Omen over in that garden area, as well as the Jet, who has made her way all the way towards CT, and it doesn't seem like the attackers are going to, or the defenders are going to be aware, as Rat Aids gets one, Rat Aids gets two, picks up the 3K, and that's going to be a round. Once again to the attackers, coming down to a nice little clutch from the Jet.
Yeah, and that's where you see why Rat is the opper for ASU, because that flick onto the head was very clean. Those two clean headshots, closing out the round for their team. The attackers going to be up one round so far, just a little bit halfway through this side of the map. And we're already getting some good action here. We're getting some plants down here or there, and we're getting some good gameplay, I'd say, especially for first game of the season.
Yeah, I'm having a really nice time. These teams are not pulling any punches. Goes for a nice little peek with that flash, but just isn't able to see anyone, despite the players that were stacked up in market. Manchi is going to peek around the corner with the knives, but he is going to get shut down by Cass, and now they're going to start flooding towards this B-bomb site. Boom Buddy is misplaced, but there's going to be a dink through the wall as well as the Reyes nade, and that's unfortunate for Just, forced out by that utility. The Killjoy ulti goes down as well, and honestly, looks like just after that, going to be a save from the defenders.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get this plant down with almost absolute certainty, especially with that Killjoy ulti. Actually, all of the MSU defenders are currently on A site, and it looks like they're not going to opt to take the telly quite yet. They're going to either try to rotate around, or they might end up saving. That might be the move here, especially with all the utility that ASU has just dumped. Yeah, that was an ultimate and a lot of Reyes utility just to get this plant off, and it might be best for them if they just stay here.
Yeah, it seems like Angel's even going to see that Killjoy turret, but he's not even going to shoot it to alert them of his position. Right now, with the consecutive round wins that the attacking side is starting to link together, it's looking like they're going to have some money in the bank, especially with only 4 rounds remaining after this one finishes. And 5-3 on Bind is not really what you want to see if you're a fan of the defenders, because right now it's looking like MSU is going to have to string together a couple rounds if they want to stay in this map.
Yeah, and it's good that you mentioned the string of round wins that ASU has had. Sometimes losing a round and saving 1 or 2 weapons is what you need to keep your economy alive, and this isn't Rainbow Six where every round you start with everything. You have to buy everything. It's just like CSGO. If you run out of money, you're almost certain to lose a round unless you get a very thrifty win. But with players like these, it's going to be very hard and going to take a lot of teamwork. We're seeing a pretty default stack that we've seen from MSU so far, especially they're put 3 on B side, and it looks like that might pay off, as it seems as if ASU is pushing towards that site with Overwork looking to make their way into hookah.
And one thing I want to highlight as well is the ultimate economy. While the side of the attackers might have those 3 ults to 2, the Breach ulti and Sova ulti are so impactful on defense to stop a push. But it is going to be Just who is that first pick. Once he shoots the eyeball, but is able to get the kill on Cass before he falls, fall damage refrags. Puffy Warrior gets 1 before Reflex trades him out onto the site, and now we're left in another 2v3 retake as Angel makes his way over towards Hookah. Ready Terror getting ready to drop the smokes for his teammate. Doesn't seem like Angel's going to check the angle, but he does, and gets the kill on Overwork. Now 2v2 situation. Killjoy probably has some nades over on the bomb, and Reflex Beast is going all the way around towards Hookah and trying to flank the flanker themselves. Fall damage waiting
Fall
in
damage
this corner.
is going to be holding this angle in the garden by B long, but Ready Tear is going to be taken down by Reflex, and fall damage is going to peek around getting Angel, and all of a sudden that is a pretty sizable win streak for ASU. They have the economy to, at the very least, keep this half tied up, and on attacking, that's what you want to do. They're going to have the advantage, or at least be tied going into the next half. With 3 rounds left before the side switch, MSU is going to have to make some ground if they want to come out alive in this map.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice play by Reflex Beast in that 2v2, having the knowledge to know that he can shift walk all the way around towards Hookah and get some nice kills on the unaware retakers. And now, going to see another more default setup from the attackers. Looking like they're just trying to hold for some aggression out of the side of, I believe, I keep getting this mixed up, I believe it's MSU on the defensive side. And yeah, it's just a much slower round than what we're used to.
Yeah, MSU, the defenders, is going to get the first pick as Angel picking up Cass early on. Overwork is going to have some pressure, but is going to get off the paranoia. Angel, however, was not affected. Is going to peek around and get 1 kill additionally over his first. But Reflex is going to respawn by getting the refrag, and Rat is actually going to op the other opper, taking out Manchi. All of a sudden, it's a 3v3 situation. Just under a minute left. Diffuser still... Bomb is still in the hands of ASU.
Yeah, and ASU looks like off those kills, they are going to start to make their way towards showers. And this is where we see Ready Terror. He's going to have to get some kills or delay. He has all his util other than 1 smoke available, and now they're going to come to contact. Seems like he spots it out and he's getting ready to drop the smokes, and the rotates are coming in, and now just waiting, and it looks like it's going to be a nice little retake.
Yeah, and looks like we're going to have the Cypher go into heaven as the spike is going to go down. Reflex is going to take some shots, but is going to respawn. Looks like the Puffy Warrior is actually going to take down Reflex with Ready Terror, picking up Rat. Is currently just up to fall damage on the Killjoy to currently 1v3 clutch this out and keep the win streak alive. The smoke is going to go down, and pretty much all the utility is going to be dumped right here. Fall damage is going to grab the op, and looks like they are going to save the op. Smart decision, because wasting the op there is not very good for your economy, especially you don't want to waste that round win streak money you have gathered so much of in the past few rounds.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on the state of the economy, but saving the op, definitely not a bad play, especially with these 2 rounds left, making sure you can get a solid buy-in for both of them. Maybe even bring this to an 8-4 scoreline. See what they can do in the beginning of this round. Going to be heavy B pressure towards that market and fountain side, but it looks like there's going to be a response out of the Jet. You can take the op shot and dash away, and just some more breach utility to ensure that they're not chased out. It looked like the Jet of the defender side is... Yeah, that's going to be Monchi over on 5 HP. I believe he got either legged or headshot through the wall, but it doesn't matter. He's using the op, and he's going to get the pick on Rat 8s.
Yeah, that pick is going to be pretty good, because Rat 8s has been pretty powerful with that op. Reflex Speed is going to kind of just like shift walk away, notifying the team like, hey, we should definitely rotate off site. We lost our opper early on, and Reflex picking up the spike is going to make their way with the team towards A site in a 4v5 scenario.
Yeah, and I want to highlight the ultis that they have available. The Empress and the Omen ulti on the side, but the attackers can definitely be used to get those opening picks or bring some more confusion to the defending side during the execute. But if that Cypher is able to get a kill and get a clean ulti off as the attackers are executing,
30 seconds
could
left.
be really, really bad as they get gunned down through smokes. Puffy Warrior gets one, traded out, but Ready Terror picks up the trader themselves. Angel gets the kill on fall damage. Now it's just the Reyna as Angel closes it out, bring it to 5-6. We might see a tied game going into halftime.
Yeah, and looking at the economy from last round, MSU definitely had the money to full buy in the event of a loss last round, but they won, so they have enough money. It looks like some of the attackers on ASU, I think, especially Rat, were kind of low on money there, ended up with only 500 left after the full buy, but it's the last round. If you don't spend everything, you lose it anyways. So we're going to see every team full buy. This is going to be full equipment with the exception of ultis. We did see Ready Tear and Monchi are 1 ulti point away, and the round is going to start. Getting those ultis up would be very beneficial for their defense.
Yeah, we're not going to see... Well, we're actually going to see Ready Tear move towards this ulti, but he is not going to pick it up as he already has his ulti up. Merely going to try and bait some info out of the shots. Now we're going to see some smokes go down. Puffy Warrior does get the shot through smoke. Takes another one, not going to be as lucky. Raise Nade goes through. He's able to blast pack right in his face, but Ready Terror gets the trade frag. Brimstone ulti goes down. Overwork forced to push through the smoke, but it is Monchi who gets the kill, and now it's just Rat aids with his jet knives over in lamps. Flash goes through, not aware of how close Rat aids was playing. So ulti starts to come out. Gonna be a nice headshot with that first knife. Down to about 70 HP. Looks towards the Brimstone. Catches him, but not able to get the right click. As Ready Terror gets a nice 3K to close out this half.
Switching sides.
Yeah, and if you're MSU, coming back and tying the half is actually not the worst thing in the world. Could have done a little bit of a better performance, but both teams played those last rounds very well, especially throughout the entire half. That was a good half from both teams. Get into the second half, we're now going to see ASU pick up the defense. And we're going to see MSU pick up the attacking side.
Yeah, and we're going to see this Killjoy start to use all of her utility, just lay it down before the round starts, over towards that A-bomb site. And she's just going to play off that intel, and pop those nades as she goes. On the other hand, Reflex Beast looks like he's going to try and get aggressive off the back of that bomb buddy. It looks like there's going to be some aggression pretty much everywhere on the map, but not really some instant contention. There'll be a fight over by B Long. Overwork takes the first kill, and the players merely back off and let the pick sit.
Yeah, ASU is going to start off their defending half, getting a first kill, which is very nice. Some of them have ghosts, especially Overwork. It's going to be camping in that elbow, just watching his Reflex Beast is going to opt to rotate all the way around, as Angel is actually going to peek in and miss fall damage, who's going to get 1 kill. It's currently a contested A site with only 2 left on the side of MSU. The plant is going to go down, but they're going to have to defend from the side, as Puffy is actually going to pick up a kill, but fall damage is going to get the refrag, leaving it just up to Just to win out this round for their team.
They're just going to get 1, but he's being peeked from all sides. It's hard in that 1v4 situation. And that is going to be the round to the defenders of Arizona State.
Yeah, that's going to be a good starting round if you are ASU, because, you know, getting a first win for a half is definitely a good little momentum builder for you, you know. Get some hype up for your team. Be like, yeah, you know, we got this. We tied the last half. We could definitely come away winning this, especially now that they're on defense. ASU is going to be looking to win out this map by taking it to 13 to whatever else MSU is going to grab round-wise. We might also see a tie on this map because that was a pretty close last half we just had.
Yeah, both these teams looking really solid. The silver lining that comes down to the attacking side, despite losing that first round, they did get a bomb plant, so they can maybe get some upgraded pistols, but it looks like they're just going to be sprinting onto this A-bomb site again and planting the bomb, as the defending side is merely just going to wait for this 5v5 retake once again.
Yeah, that was an aggressive plant with all 5 defenders alive. They're going to have to make some progress here on this retake. Overwork is going to be camping right behind that crate. As Reflex is going to pick up 2 kills, as Angel is going to respawn, but is going to be taken down by fall damage. It is currently a 4v5 in favor of the defenders, but Manchi is actually going to pick up a kill, and it's going to be down to 3v1, as Overwork's going to get the refrag, but fall damage is going to take down Ready Tear, and they're actually going to be able to, once this molly goes away, defuse this and pick up their 2nd round win in a row, giving them some good economy over MSU, and this could carry them through the next few rounds.
Yeah, and this next round right here is going to be one of the most important, because if the attacking side of Michigan State does end up dropping this round, they are going to be forced to save again, and that will essentially bring it to a 10-6 scoreline for the defenders, who will have saved up a lot of money. So really, really crucial here. The attackers are at least able to take some guns out of the hand of the defenders, if not take the round.
Yeah, that's going to be a very important round, because if ASU wins this, they're going to be able to snowball their economy through the next couple rounds, bringing them closer to that coveted 13 round margin that they need. Manchi's going to be playing very aggressively here. Knows there might be 1 or 2 in Garden, as Cass is going to see the recon drone and is going to peek out, but Manchi is going to get both kills onto Rat and Cass, giving them pretty good control over B site. There's only fall damage left to pulls out the nano swarm to kind of slow down the enemies, slowing down the push as much as they can, but fall damage is going to get 1 kill and is going to go for another, is going to pick up the double, and all of a sudden looks like they might be back in this, as a triple kill from the team comes out, leaving only Ready Tear on the side of MSU to clutch this out and keep their team alive for the next few rounds.
Yeah, it looked like MSU there. They got those picks over towards Garden, but they called the rotate, didn't trust the site was clear. And then with that split, a little bit of looked like a little bit of a miscommunication, and now Ready Terror stuck in showers. Somebody at his back, somebody in front of him as well.
Left.
No spike on him. Looks like he's just going to be trying to maybe keep this Phantom in his hands. Starting to work.
Yeah, this would be a good time to play for picks and try to minimize and save as much eco as they can, because they're already hurting here, and soon they're going to be down 6-9, and that's not going to be good, but Reflex is going to take down Ready Tear with 5 seconds left in the round. Unfortunate that MSU is going to be very low on money here. I mean, we're looking at the side of ASU right now. I mean, look at fall damage. Has 5,000 credits and has a full buy already. That's pretty big. They can afford to lose a round or 2 here and still have that full buy economy.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough for MSU to start to try and pull this round back.
Keep doing
Now,
what you do
again,
best.
you should keep in mind, this is Arizona State's map pick. They are
Get out of my
to
way.
be favored. But right now, it looks like on that save, they're going to be bursting towards this A site. Monchi's had the jet knives, but not able to get the kill. And they're just going to try to get the bomb down behind those brimstone smokes. They have had success taking the bomb site. It's just been sort of keeping it that has been the problem. Reflex Beast and Overwork chime in with kills of their own. Now, it's just up to these last two players. Fall damage and the rays bursting around the corner. Now it's all up to the Sova, but Cass silences him, and that brings us to that 6-10 scoreline that we were talking about.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually going to play around a little bit here with some, just, who's defusing here. Smart for MSU to get that plant off. They're at the very least going to get that spike plant money, which is going to help them a little bit. But I mean, if you look at ASU's economy, Overwork still has full buy and is almost at the money cap, which is currently 9,000, I believe. And if you go over that, your money resets. So they're getting to the point where they no longer have to worry about losing 1-2 rounds. They can keep up with MSU to get these last 3 rounds they need to close this map out.
Yeah, and not only does ASU have the advantage in economy, well, not only have it in the monetary economy, they have it in players now, as Rad gets a pick, but they also have it in the side of ultimates, as the defending side has that Killjoy ulti for the retake. They have that Reyna and Raze ulti to try and enable their fraggers to get those kills, and it looks like Angel's going to maybe come to contention with Rad here, holding a pretty common angle for the Opera to hold, and it doesn't look like the Sova's going to bite, as he instead moves toward most of his team, is working towards that A-bomb site.
Yeah, Angel is going to come around towards A short, and looks like the team is going to try to push from there. The Sova Recon is going to go out and going to try to light up one of them, but the Raze ult is going to go off, just narrowly avoiding the Brimstone ult. The flash is going to go out as Overwork and Reflex Beast get a kill, but Just is going to respawn by taking down Reflex Beast. It's currently a 2v4 in favor of ASU, and they're going to start getting the plant down. Paranoia is going to go out, but Overwork's going to get a double kill, getting ASU their 11th round, and they have not lost yet on defense.
Yeah, they have really, really solid defensive setups, it seems like. Really good flash by Overwork on that Omen, able to get both the planter and the one covering him, and it's not looking too good. We are going to see a little bit of a scattered buy right now on the side of MSU, and it's not looking too good. They have a Stinger instead of one of their rifles, and they're just looking towards the safe site. They have, once again, had success in taking the bomb site, but haven't had any success in holding it so far.
Yeah, they're forced into a forced buy, and that's going to be pretty tough for them. Reflex Beast is going to send the Boombot all the way through the teleporter towards Hookah's. Overwork is going to try to watch the Showers angle with Reflex Beast guarding the A site, but looks like Reflex is actually going to see the Silver Recon Bolt and is going to push in. Shots are not going to land yet, but Reflex, not knowing that their crosshair is right there, and is going to push through, but Jessica take that Overwork with Reflex Beast, getting both of them. Monchi is going to respawn, putting it down to 3v3. Puffy Warrior is on site as Rat Age is going to take down Monchi. All of a sudden, ASU looks like they might get this next round win, but Puffy Warrior is going to dump a ton of utility on site as a Killjoy is going to go down.
Yeah, that Killjoy ulti forcing the planters out of the position. Ready Terror looks like he's just going to go aggressive, try to get some frags before he gets detained. They know where that player is in lamps, and they know that he is unable to defend himself in this kind of situation. Cass is going to get that kill. It's going to be the Jet with the op. Might have been able to see his arm there of Puffy Warrior. Going to smoke him off. Reyna's going to sit right in that smoke. It's so hard. And Cass going to push through that smoke, get the kill. It's another round for the defenders. They have been unstoppable on this side.
Yeah, and that was an unfortunate misping. For those watching at home that don't know the strat, if you are currently smoked off and your last man or woman standing is trying to stop a defuse, you can ping the spike on the map and they can get a rough idea of where to shoot. And it was just a little bit off there, and Unfortunately, Puffy Warrior couldn't quite line up the angle to get the last second defuse denial.
No prisoners.
But that is going to put ASU in the danger zone. If they win one more round, they win the map, and they're at least guaranteed to tie up their own map, which is pretty good, I'd say. They have no fear of losing this map.
Yeah, they have looked absolutely unstoppable on this defensive side. ASU, once again, seems to have the lowdown on where the attackers are coming. Cass is able to get that one pick and use that Reyna Wraith form to make her way out. Radiates gets 2 picks over towards Hook. Ready Terror is able to get Cass, but instantly refragged by fall damage. And it's just up to Puffy Warrior. He has an Ares. Big Ares guy myself, but I don't really see him pulling this round together.
Yeah, it looks like Puffy Warrior might not be able to clutch this out for the team, but with 55 seconds left, Spike is down on B long. Puffy Warrior is going to try to make their way over there. It's pretty heavily guarded, although we still have Overwork currently sitting just under Heaven on A site, just in case Puffy decides to go over there with Spike. But Puffy's going to come into contention right here. The Killjoy is going to be watching that garden angle. Puffy is going to peek that short angle and is going to try to... They're playing ring around the rosy here in garden, but Puffy is going to get the kill and get the spike with only 23 seconds left. They're not going to have much time, but all of the defenders are currently on B site. There might be a chance that Puffy clutches this out, but Reflex is close by and might actually be able to intervene right away. The tripwire is going to go off and is going to try to satchel. Spike is going to go down and the Cypher Cage is going to go out, but Puffy Warrior is going to have to come into contact with Reflex, who is going to win the game for ASU.
Yeah, that is ASU solidly securing their map pick. Looked absolutely unstoppable on the defensive side. Special shout out to Reflex Beast. Went absolutely crazy on that side himself, dropping more than 20 kills. And yeah, bring us to the desk here. Got a nice little showing in that first Valorant map. Not, of course, the 11 or 12, or excuse me, 11-13 that I was hoping for, but still a very, very solid map. And we are actually going to bring it to a short break as our teams take a little bathroom break and get ready for that next map, which will be Haven, MSU's pick. Yeah.
Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Tune out a world of ordinary. Listen closely to what's left. The void. A place where sound is never just noise. It's a competitive edge. A weapon in your arsenal. It's something you can never touch, but you can always feel. And this isn't like anything you've ever felt before.
Okay. Welcome back to the CEA Map 2. You just should have seen that sponsor video, and we got, once again, give a thanks to CORSAIR and EU, GLG, and Rogue Energy for sticking with us for this season. Definitely go check those out. If you aren't in our Discord, I would highly recommend it, as that's the direct link to all the information about our league. If not, you can check out our website as well. Both those links should be in the Twitch channel if you just want to take a look down below. But yeah, we should be getting into game here very soon.
Yeah, be sure to follow us on Twitter too. And follow us on Twitch. We have at CEA_Siege and at CEA_Valorant, which is what you're currently watching. So if you're currently watching, which you are if you're hearing me speak right now, be sure to press that follow button to be sure to catch up on our first season ever of Valorant. And I'm excited. Looks like we're about to get into the game here. We're going to be going on Haven, which is an interesting map. 3 bomb sites. Definitely a good way to shake up the classic, 2 bomb site gameplay. And I'm excited to see how this plays out. I haven't seen college teams play on Haven. I haven't seen any glimpse of what these team comps are going to look like or how they're going to play it out here. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and this is going to be MSU's map pick. They did lose 6-13 over on the first map there, but looking to bounce back more solidly on their map pick. And I believe they did choose to, I believe Arizona State chose to defend first, which Haven is probably the only map that you could claim is attacker-sided in the current Valorant map pool, which, only consists of 4 maps, but still. And MSU on that offensive side might be able to bring some more slow pick-based gameplay that can open up what is the 3 bomb site map.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because with 3 bomb sites, you're not going to really be able to stack 2 or 3 people on one site as efficiently as you are on Bind. We saw both teams really play heavy on that B site on Bind a lot, but now they're not going to be able to do that. They're going to have to find a safe haven amongst the map of Haven, and we're going to see in this first round how they're going to split. We're going to have ASU start on defense with MSU attacking. For those watching at home, for this half, ASU will be blue or green or aqua, whichever color you want to call it, and MSU will be red as they are attacking. So we're going to see some hot gameplay coming in here. Looks like most people are buying a ghost early on, and this is going to allow them to get some extra headshot power. With the exception of Ready Tear and fall damage, everyone has a ghost Ready Tear, opting to actually pick up a light shield this round.
Yeah, and we are going to see ASU start to make their way down through this mid area, smoking that window, and now Paranoia comes through as well, and they have so much information. But over on the other side, the attackers, they've just made their way all the way up C long, and they're just taking the bomb site. Flash went out from side of MSU, but it is going to be Overwork who gets the first kill. Cass chimes in as well. Monchi gets aggressive and just picks up 2 on the site. Monchi gets another one over towards that CT side. There's fall damage left up in this 1v2. Low health on the Omen of Overwork. Might have been able to spot him. Just the shoulder of him right there. Is going to get tremored and peaked as just able to close out that round with a nice little pistol 3K.
Yeah, that's going to be the first round to MSU. That's going to be good for them because that's going to be a good start in terms of economy. They're not going to buy too much here as they're going to want to, not force insanely hard. Got to build up that economy over time. Don't want to blow it all on round 2. But if they can keep this up, then it'll be good for them. We're going to have a Stinger, Ares, a Spectre come out from the side of MSU, and for the most part, it looks like we're just going to have one Sheriff and 4 Stingers on the side of ASU, currently defending. Angel, is going to send out an early recon dart, and it's going to spot out Cass in garage.
Yeah, and it is a pretty hard force buy out of the defenders. They've bought down to 100 or 0 on most of them. The Ghost is not going to check that corner that Radiance is waiting at. Gets the nice kill with the Springer, evening up the man score, bringing us to a 4v4. And when you have these slow 4v4 situations in a map with 5 lanes such as Haven, that is when it becomes really, really hard to defend, because right now, that Killjoy, she does have her util over toward this A bomb site, but she's watching those 2 angles from that close position over right to the left of a short. And when the attackers start to bust their way onto bomb site, she's going to be calling for the rotates. The smokes are coming down. The paranoia. Fall damage is going to have to hold them off right here. It's going to get one, but traded out immediately.
Yeah, that trade is going to be pretty advantageous for the defenders. It's going to give them a little bit of time to rotate the spike just now planted in this 3v3 scenario. Cass is going to peek around. He's going to check that quick corner, but it's going to miss. Just is going to get one onto Cass. Rat 8 is going to respawn by taking out Just with Ready Terror, getting the last 2 kills, winning MSU their second round. 2 attack rounds in a row is Angel is actually going to pick up an Ares, which is going to help their economy even more than before.
Yeah, the side of ASU is not looking amazing right now. They are. I got the maps or the colleges mixed up again. The side of MSU not looking amazing after that force, but they're gonna have to definitely save up for this round, and it's with the buy of can already see the rifles coming out from the attackers, so it's not looking. Not looking like they're going to be able to close out this round, but we've seen miracles before, so.
Yeah. MSU, this is their map. Starting on attack, not doing too hot, or doing something hot, 2-0, but as we've seen before, that 2 lead is not that much of a lead. It looks like we have a little bit of a pause time here as I get some reconnections going on. For those that don't know, teams are allowed 2 pauses per series, which means between the 2 maps or 3 maps if we're playing in playoffs, each team can pause twice. Maybe it might be someone had a quick disconnect or someone has to reload their game as quick as possible. Once the bye phase is over, however, the game must be played out. So it looks like that might be what is going to happen here, but Rat is going to be holding with Reflex on that mid hold on B, but they are going to get spotted as Manchi is going to pick up Rat, and Manchi is going to be a very aggressive jet and fly over, picking up Reflex, putting them already up 5v3 as Cass is going to try to get a kill, but Just is going to shut them down with fall damage going for a flank, but not going to be able to pick up the frag.
Spike planted.
Yeah, he is going to get that kill over with the Frenzy over on the side. But right now, he is completely boxed out of the bomb site. Overwork does get a nice kill with that Sheriff. Gonna flash the corner and peek wide towards the bomb site, but isn't able to get the 1 dig over towards Puffy Warrior. Gonna be spotted out on the recon route. Is fall damage, and he's just going to sprint away. He has a Stinger in hand. Might try to reclaim the gun, but I believe that the attackers were able to actually go pick up the rifle that the Jet dropped when she was killed. And yeah, Angels sporting the Phantom is going to get the last kill, and fall damage bring us to 3-0.
Yeah, we're going to a very different MSU from the previous map. They're coming out swinging this time and getting a pretty good win streak. Their economy is pretty good. We're going to see Manchi pick up that operator, buying down to 0, but if they win this round and stay alive, they're going to be in pretty good shape. ASU, however, is all under the 1,000 mark, with the highest member being fall damage at 900 remaining credits. If they lose this round, they could be down 1 or 2 more rounds after this, just due to economy alone.
Yeah, and Rat Aids with that up is taking some aggressive angles towards B. He wants to get that opening pick. Not going to fall for the jump peek, but they are going to drone him out. He's tagged with the recon bolt, forced to drop. Is supported by Reflex Beast on the raise. Shoulders are spotted out, goes for some little pre-fires through the wall, not able to get anything other than a little bit of chip damage with those spams. Cass holding on Garage as Rat Aids and Reflex continue to hold that B site, and the attackers of MSU haven't really started to make their moves yet. They're sort of waiting to see if any aggression comes out of that Arizona State side.
Yeah, we're going to see Puffy Warrior peeking their way onto A site. It's going to take some damage from Killjoy's turret, but fall damage is going to currently sit on site with the rest of the enemy team pushing on. Fall damage is going to manage to get a pick onto Angel, and that's going to be a nice frag as Reflex getting down Puffy Warrior as the ult is going to go out, but looks like Reflex picks up 2 with fall damage, picking up another one, and it is finally ASU's first round win of the map.
Yeah, fall damage did a great job there, able to hold out on that bomb site, delay with those swarm grenades, and wait for Raze to come over, and together they were able to stall just enough for all the rotates to come in. Those trades at the end as well. Just a really, really solid site hold, and a very, very needed round. As you can see, with the nice tab from our observer, that they're starting to build up some econ over on the side of the defense. It's most of them sitting around that 2.5 to 3K mark, able to buy next round regardless of the outcome.
Yeah, that Nano Swarm, putting that on that A side crate is going to be very nice for the late game. That early recon dart is going to come in, clearing the way for Mochi, but they don't see that someone is up there, and actually Cass is going to be able to come in and get just going to use the Reyna invincibility to kind of pull away for a little bit second reposition as Cass is going to get revealed by recon bolts currently stuck to their chest. Reflex picking up Ready Terror, and Mochi responding with a kill.
Monchi has made his way all the way towards CT. It's going to be Angel who gets that kill on Reflex Beast, who was sitting on the bomb site. Now, fall damage and Rat Aids, not the best characters. You have the Jet with the op trying to retake, as well as the Killjoy, who doesn't really have any offensive utility herself, but it doesn't really matter as Puffy Warrior is able to catch her on the rotate. Missing the op shot is Rat Aid, switches to the Shorty, and is able to close out Monchi. But it is Puffy Warrior on the Cypher, who's able to come from his flank watch spot and take out Jet. Angel also managing to secure the op, so nice little economic bonus for the attackers of MSU.
Right here.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty big. Going to drop the op and let someone else pick it up, although they may have to pick it up themselves. Yep. Angel's going to grab the op, going to trade it away with the Jet. You haven't seen the theme here. It seems like Jets are usually the person to pick up the op. That extra mobility makes you have a little bit more leeway in terms of getting those shots off early. As per every round, we're going to see Angel get that shock dart into the garage area on C short, with Reflex holding B site towards mid and Overwork holding that garage. They're going to try to slow MSU's push down as much as they can. Being down 3 rounds, ASU is going to have to be a little bit more careful here.
Rat Aids is actually electing to have his Jet knives up this round. Just sort of, you see a lot of pressure from the defense over towards this B bomb site. You have the Reyna actually is now starting to move her way back towards Garage, but prior to that, there were 3 players just waiting to see if there was any aggression coming out of the side of MSU. But right now, it looks like Puffy Warrior, having made his way all the way up A short, might be calling for his team to maybe take the A site with him.
Yeah, Reflex got hit with a wall bang op shot to the, looks like the leg. Not taking too much damage there, but being down enough HP to probably be 1 less bullet to kill. And it looks like MSU is going to be going all the way towards A site as that Killjoy ultimate is going to go out, making them regret that push. But Angel is going to get the first pick onto fall damage. Reflex is going to come in with the Razor on the play. It's going to get ready, but Angel is going to respawn, picking up a Reflex. Rat Aids' ultimate is up, is going to turn the corner a bit, is going to be stunned. Puffy Warrior getting the kill. It's now to a 4v2 in favor of MSU.
Spike planted.
Yeah, but Reyna with Empress, you can never really count her out. Using her invisibility to reposition and kill the one on the flank. Still at full HP because of that healing as well, but it is going to be Monchi, closes it out. Overwork in the 1v2, shoots the Cypher camera. 17 bullets remaining, but it is Monchi to get those last 2 kills to close it out.
Yeah, no, Monchi took a good amount of body shots there, but not going to be enough. MSU's going to go 5-1 so far. on this half, and they're showing a pretty good performance. If they can keep this up, they can have an easier defensive half and tie up the series tonight. You know, when you've lost the first map, the best you can do is get a tie, and that's what they're going to be aiming for. Winning this map will get them a tie for their first night of the season, and I'd say that's not too bad. You know, tie's better than a loss. I would take a tie over a loss any day. I don't know about you.
Definitely. Like, obviously you want the 3 points, but if you can come away with 1 after losing your opponent's map, then, well, it happens. We are going to see some more aggression up towards mid. That's Sova going to clear out those close angles. We've already seen some damage taken as the Raze has been taken down to only about 30 health. But after all of this pressure is put on the B bomb site, start to move over towards Garage, and that is where the first kill comes in. Just is able to take down Cass. Sova drone comes in as well. Ready Terror readying the smokes, and now it's going to be looking like a hard commit to the C site, where we have Overwork with his Sheriff and a Dream.
Yeah, with just having a Sheriff, they're going to have to be careful, but is trying to line up the shot as Manchi. Going to get that pick on that site, giving them a 5-3 advantage, make that 5-2 as Manchi gets a double kill and putting them in a triple kill for the round, make that a 4K as Reflex and Rat fall right in a row, giving MSU round 6 for the half.
Yeah, Manchi did just kind of stomp through the bomb site and get all those eco frags. Really well played by him, especially with those last 2 classic right-click kills, but it's not looking great for the side of Arizona State right now. They are a little bit hammered. Manchi is looking really solid, 12-5, and I know we talked about this a lot in the last map, but the economy is just so solid with these 6-round wins of MSU. Like, they're going to have to lose about 3-4 rounds in a row before they're actually going to be broke, and by the time that happens, the map, or this half, is going to be over.
Yeah, I mean, ASU 4-spot an op this round, and if they can win and keep Rat alive, or at least pick up the op at the end, that would be very advantageous to keep their economy running. But if they lose, it's going to put them down for a round or so as Cass. Going to pick up the first kill onto Puffy Warrior. That is a Cypher down, and that's some flank coverage they're going to lose. As Rat is going to pick up a kill onto Just, with Cass getting a double kill onto Manchi, make that a triple kill onto Angel. Ready Tear is going to respond with a double kill, but Overwork is going to take him down, giving MSU their first loss for a little while, ending their win streak.
Yeah, even I didn't notice it at the beginning of the round, and we have map hacks. The Reyna was able to shift walk her way all the way down to right underneath window, where the attackers of MSU had absolutely zero clue. And when the good thing about Reyna is when she picks up those kills, she can simply turn into a ghost and slink away. And after that, it was down to Cass's aim, as he was able to get the nice kill onto Manchi and Angel, and then heal up. Was refragged by Reflex Beast, but by then, rounded basically been won. Reflex Beast is going to be the one who gets aggressive, but Puffy Warrior and Manchi shut down that push right there. You see all that Killjoy util on the A bomb site, but it doesn't really matter. There's no nanos. There's no player to pop those nanoswarm grenades, and it is going to be the hard commit to the A site. Manchi gets another one onto Cass, and now it's time to think about gun saving if you're the side of ASU.
Yeah, I mean, Overwork used his ulti to get all the way back towards Heaven, and that's going to be an unfortunate loss of an ultimate there. Spike is going to go down. MSU getting that Spike money, and it seems like ASU is wasting the money they got last round. As they're currently in a 2v5 scenario, they're pushing with an operator, and they're going to have to save if they want to stay alive in the can't afford to lose any more rounds than they already have. A 2-7 deficit is already bad enough. They don't want to turn it into a 2-10 deficit.
Yeah, and I would honestly like to see MSU maybe try to hunt and take away these guns, because I think the operator would be pretty advantageous, as we do see the Omen start to slink his way over towards the garage side, and the Cypher as well has taken some advanced position. And actually, they are going to be hunting pretty solidly, and it is going to be this first point of contact between Rat Aids and Puffy Warrior. If he decides to peek out, oh, he might just, but they are just going to exchange a little bit of bullets, and no kills though.
Yeah, and had ASU lost that op, they would have been a big amount of trouble, because Rat had currently full bought that op a round or so ago, but being at a good amount of money, we just saw there that Rat had a buy for Reflex, giving them a full buy this round, and that's going to be able to keep them in the game for a little bit longer. But looking at MSU's economy, they can lose a round or two and still have a full buy. They have no skin to lose by dropping 1 or 2 kills in trade for a round win. ASU, not so much. As we're going to get into the round here, it looks like we're going to have 2 from MSU make their way towards A site is ready. It's going to get the first pick onto Cass in mid, and it looks like we're going to see some shots fired towards A.
Yeah, Cass looking for another aggressive play towards the bomb site, but he wasn't able to get it. However, in his place, Reflex Beast has simply pushed all the way up. Immediately after, it does seem like Angel has sort of sniffed this out, but it does seem like the entire team is rotating away. Reflex Beast, oh, they are going to flash the corner. Reflex Beast does get 1 in the spray down while he's blind, but it's a 4v3 for the attacking side of MSU. They all have ultis. There is low health on their Omen, but right now they can pretty much secure any site they want with their ultis. However, Red Aids is going to get that pick off Angel. Breach ulti coming down towards the A site. While they were attempting to run, getting stuck on that corner, but he is able to make it around. But Monchi, taking the aggressive spot, is able to get him, leaving us in a 2v3. Make that a 1v3 for Overwork. Knows the Jet is behind him, goes for the knife. Maybe feel himself just a little bit too much. Maybe feel himself way too much, as Overwork has now brought this to 1v1. Drops the high smoke, goes for the TP up. Now, the Breach has no idea where he is. That TP changed the amount of positions way too much. Is going to hear him drop and tap the bomb, so his position is now revealed. Taps once, but he is going to play this really solidly. Falls all the way back and is going to flash the corner as well. 35 seconds left. Overwork running out of time. He's going to maybe look for the hold to get off at halfway, but it is going to be just playing that post-plant 1v1 perfectly, even if his teammates did showboat a little there.
Yeah, that was kind of a little bit of an aggressive knife to go for there. Don't want to throw your 7-2 lead. 8-2 looks a lot better than a 7-3 had ASU won that round, but looking at the economy, it looks like we might have either a light buy round or just a full. It looks like they're going to full save for the last round. ASU maybe is going to buy. They're going back and forth here. It seems like they're going to stick it, and they're going to go with a pistol round here, and that's going to be unfortunate for them as there's only 2 rounds left in the half. They're going to be saving all their money for the final round to try to minimize their losses here, as it looks like MSU is just kind of splitting up. Seems like they're grouping towards mid, especially with Monchi being very aggressive on that op, being droned in by Angel.
Yeah, this combo of Angel and Monchi has been an absolute terror on Haven. The intel from the Sova allowing the Jet to play aggressively and then get out of dodge with their dash has just been so solid. And once again, we see Monchi off of that intel, able to get that pick onto the B site. They can secure it, and now it's a 2v5 retake with some upgraded pistols. Red Aid sees 2, can't really pick the target he wants yet. Now it's up to fall damage. He just is a classic. He's going to shoot the stripwire, be exposed, ready terror springs wide. And that'll bring us to 9-2. MSU looks like a night and day compared to their Haven. Compared to their bind.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're ASU, that's what you really expect. MSU's economy in 2 rounds really can't get bad at this point. They're going to be able to support 2 full buys with the round money they get even from losing the previous round. So saving to get a full buy and pick up a round win, sometimes in Valorant you just have to lose a round to win a round. And this is one of those scenarios where they're going to try to prevent this from going 2-10. And if it goes 2-10, then MSU's in a great spot, but Cass is going to fire some shots off. Going to get a little bit of damage here as Rat is going to take down Ready with Puffy taking down Reflex and Angel taking out Cass. MSU has already taken the early lead. However, it looks like 2 of their agents are very low, with Jet at 1 HP. And Silva at half. Fall damage is going to be stunned on site, but is going to be able to hold out for just a little bit of time. It's going to be taking a ton of utility here.
Yeah, I don't envy fall damage here. He is getting smacked in the face by all that breach util and picks the wrong side of the box. It's just a 50-50 at that point, and he is going to get shot in the back of the head. Cypher ulti is going to come out as well. The knives are out, but Monchi has an op, and it's just up to Overwork in this 1v3. He did a lot of work in his last 1vx. It's the tripwire. Looking for the jump knife is Monchi, not able to find it. He's gonna peek wide and end that. And a little, what small amount of hope that Almond
Switching
had.
sides.
Angel just out here to ruin his teammates' KDA. But it's gonna be quite the uphill battle for the side of ASU.
The one thing I like about Valorant is it allows a team to snowball, and we could see ASU bring this back, and I would not be surprised if they get this. And for those of you watching at home who are confused at the fact that Valorant, for some reason, switches colors every half, unlike Rainbow, which keeps it consistent, ASU is currently attacking, and they are red. MSU is currently defending, and they are blue. Puffy, the MSU Cypher is going to be putting down some tripwires over on A side, and it looks like we're going to have a very hard A push on this pistol round. Puffy's Cypher camera is already going to see them pushing up quickly.
Yeah, this pistol round is so important, because if one team's going up 11-2 and you're already broke at the beginning of the game, it's going to be really hard. Some kills go out, but Reflex Beast gets the 2 players playing on the safe site, and already it's a 3v4, but this is what you want to see if you're a fan of ASU.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start. As you said, they don't want to be broke when they're already down 8 rounds. Ready Tear is going to be trying to use some utility here to maybe even the playing field just a little bit, as Angel is going to go onto site, going to pre-fire some corners, but Reflex is going to pick up the triple kill as Angel is going to respawn by getting 2 kills as Over respawns with a double, winning ASU their 3rd round of the match.
Yeah, and that is absolutely massive, because without that pistol round, they would have been looking at a 2-12 scoreline, essentially, and winning 10 rounds in a row, definitely not the easiest thing to do. But with this, they have a much better buy than the defending side of MSU, and if they can maybe start to string these rounds together, maybe get that first gun round under their belts, then we can start talking about a hypothetical comeback.
Yeah, I mean, if we're just looking at the scoreboard in terms of the rounds from the previous, it's mostly MSU just getting 5 kills on the enemy team, not even defusing half the time. And ASU is going to have to respond to that, as Overwork is actually going to start with a double kill for ASU, take it down just an Angel, as Mochi is going to be taken by the Paranoia, is going to be waiting for that late flank, as ASU is going to make their way onto site with great haste. As Puffy Warrior, low on health, is going to try to utilize that classic as best as they can against the Rays.
Yeah, it's you can see they gave up the A site completely, because they're just on pistols. They're looking to stack up, maybe get some kills off some over-aggression, as you see Puffy Warrior and Monchi just trying to wait, see maybe if they get pushed. No sense in throwing away their lives when they can maybe try to catch an over-aggressive attacker. But it doesn't look like that's going to be likely right now. Attackers, they're already down 3-10, soon to be 4-10, but they want to play this as patiently as they can. Make sure they don't make any dumb mistakes and end up losing the map because of it.
Yeah, if you're MSU right now, you're trying to play for picks. Those pistols you have aren't worth anything to save. But it looks like they're going to try to actually save here. They're going to fire some shots. Not going to end up picking anyone. And unfortunately for them, you know, saving the classic and the shorty. They're going to be a little bit better on economy, but I mean, they're forced buying here. They're buying their Vandals, they're buying their Phantoms, and 2 of them are left at 0. 1 is left at 200, 2 are left at 200, and Angel is going to be left at 300, and that's not going to be too good for them. If they lose this round, ASU could stage a very strong comeback.
Yeah, losing this round would mean they essentially have to half buy or save for the next one, and then it's going to be really, really hard to sort of break the economy of the defensive side, or excuse me, the attacking side. Angel, however, is going to get that first kill. Paranoia of Ready Terror is going to blind Red Aids completely. Flurry of kills go off with cast and fall damage, picking up the other 2 players towards this C bomb site. Now left in a 3v3. Just Puffy Warrior and Monchi maybe trying to work in towards these similar angles. One's looking towards Garage. It's going to be Josh. Flashes out towards Garage. His teammates push off of that. Monchi working his way towards the box, smoking the cross, isn't able to see the head of Ready Terror. Not able to get the angle, but it is going to be Cass who's waiting in that back corner, gets the spray down, and then the fall damage, picking up the final kill on Monchi.
Yeah, and as we stated, MSU needed to win that round for their economy. It looks like they're either going to have to do an eco round, or they might just have to go pistols, and that looks like that might be what they're doing. And at this point, they're going to need it. They've lost 3 rounds in a row. ASU is getting a full buy on attack, and this is going to be a hard round. However, if MSU wins this pistol round, then they could be set to win this match. This is a huge round for them if they pull this off.
Definitely. We have to see some. Well, obviously, when the team has pistols, they're looking to get some like engagements where the rifle advantage is negated to the best of their ability, and they are going to be able to stack up and get that kill. But Overwork is there to shut down. Not the last of them. Angel's still back here. Shoots that recon arrow out. Not able to land the last headshot, though. And now it's just Puffy Warrior. He has a classic. 76 health. Saw the gun of the Reyna, though. Might be able to get the double dink. And there it is. Puffy Warrior able to take some more guns out of the hands of the attackers. But Reflex Beast going to close out any hope he had in this clutch.
I mean, if you're MSC, that's not the worst case scenario there. You didn't spend really any money. You know, you used a Cypher Cage. You might have used 1 or 2 Omen, Paranoia, some smokes. But for the most part, you didn't lose too much. ASU lost 2 weapons there, and one of them is going to be put in the triple digits range with Rat buying that op. Currently, we have Monchi on the side of MSU popping off with 21-11. Definitely doing their job as a frag for the team.
Yeah, and now the double op setup has been brought out by the side of MSU. You can see Angel holding this angle, just waiting for someone to peek. Both ops looking towards this middle area, and the Boom Buddy is going to roll on through this garage, but doesn't check the window just yet. The eyeball as well is not going to blind off the jet. The first op shot is going to miss as he was smoked up in garage window, but they might just drive peek this, and that's going to be Monchi gets 1, and he gets 2. Cass and Reflex Beast go down. Monchi low on HP, is reflagged by Rat Aids, but it's a 3v4 for the attackers. Arizona State's going to have to pull some heroics out. Overwork goes for a play, but Angel is going to stuff that out. Now it's just left up to Rat Aids and Puffy Warrior, making their way towards the A bomb site where the Cypher just patiently waits on his camera.
Yeah, I mean, if you we have a little bit of downtime in the round, if you really watch these players, their crosshair placement is like almost always head level. And it's really nice to see these high level players. Like if we watch here, if fall damage peeks around with the rifle, they're most likely going to be peeking head level, looking for a quick pick. Puffy is going to literally peek head level, get that headshot onto fall damage, giving MSU the position they want. Rat is going to try to save that operator to keep the economy alive, and Just is going to, you know, just chill, knifing on A long. There's really no reason to push here.
Left.
Yeah, it is just going to be Rat just fleeing for his life over towards that seaside. They do not want to lose this op, as their economy, it's been decent, but it's not untouchable. And 6-11, that'll be the scoreline.
Yeah, and economy wins you games here. They're getting back in the game here, especially after the last 2 rounds, having that pistol round where they didn't really lose that much money, and then getting a round win where they mostly stayed alive is absolutely crucial. I mean, they have 2 ops, and they're going to be able to afford a full buy next round, especially with Puffy being above the 4,000 credit range. That's going to be pretty big. They can lose a round here and still be in contention to close this game out. They need 2 more round wins if they want to pull away with the map win and the series tie for the night. Angel and Puffy are going to be holding A site, and it looks like we're going to have an A push coming out from ASU.
Yeah, this ASU is going to have to adapt to this double op setup that MSU is bringing out, because as we saw last round, they were able to pick them apart. If we see more dry peaks like we did last round, not going to go too well into those operators. You can see the Reyna and Killjoy stacked up right outside of the line of sight of Angel. The smoke is going to go down into heaven. Cage goes out. So Angel's not able to get that kill as he swings wide, and with the Killjoy ulti going down, Angel's going to have to start to back off, but he's actually going to stay in, and he's going to be detained, playing a little bit too greedy, and that is an incredible sight pick inside of MSU.
It's all up to Monchi, the top frag for MSU to come and clutch here. Is going to get one kill, is going to get a second, is going to use the jet ult dash onto site, but is going to miss the nice fall damage, getting a triple kill. And I'd like to point out that initial frag onto A site was very crucial. 2 of the 3 defenders on A were inside the Killjoy ultimate range, and only 1 was outside. And the one that was outside got picked off first, allowing the team to just absolutely collapse on site and just shut down. There's nothing Monchi could do by the time they got there in a 1v4 scenario to close out that round. This is going to keep ASU afloat, and all of a sudden a 7-11 is looking a lot better than a 2-10. We're getting a close game, and I'm excited to see how this finishes out.
Yeah, and the side of MSU didn't even have a full buy. We see a Stinger over here on Ready Terror. I believe one of their other players had a Sheriff as well. And you can see, however, they're playing to the strengths of their weapons really, really well. You can see some of these players with the rifles supporting each other in mid, looking to trade off of each other. And the Stinger and just taking a nice little rat angle over towards the little cubby by C Long. Not sure if the attackers of ASU are aware of the position. They are going to get Angel, but it doesn't look like they're going to check the next corner. Ready Terror gets one, is traded out, and that'll be the C site open for the taking. But I don't believe Monchi is going to be aware. Overworked whiffs a little bit, but is going to pick up both Monchi and Just, and that leaves us to Puffy Warrior. He's just taking his Phantom, and he's saving it for next round.
Yeah, if you're Puffy, you definitely want to save. Your team had like a mixed buy there, some full buy, some light buy. We did see some damage, especially onto Killjoy with some Stinger headshots, but for the most part, it wasn't enough to make a dent in ASU's economy. MSU, if they keep this Phantom, might be able to stay afloat just for a little bit, but honestly, I feel like mixed buy in this round might have been a misplay. They're up enough rounds that if they had just saved and full bot and won a round, they might be able to, etch out the last round or 2 they need. They just need 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And time is ticking.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a lot safer of a play to simply just, wait and sort of take the rounds as they come. Yeah, and not like take any necessary risks with your economy. I do see the logic in maybe trying to catch the side of ASU off guard. Like maybe they're not expecting the rifles to come out, and they might get a little careless or over aggressive. But you can see they're taking every single round. Like the opponent has full utility, full weapons. And the most problematic part of that force buy is the double up setup, which has been the only round win currently for the defensive side of MSU. They can't really afford that now. And they lose this round, they go down to 9-11, and then they're going to have to save again and then maybe pull out the double ups on 11-11. But we're going to see Monchi try to get some nice picks with that Marshy, but not able to land the headshots. Angel has a Frenzy, as well as the Breach, who is stacked up in this corner, just looking to flash for both of them, get across, but it is actually the side of ASU who is going to back off, take their pick, and play the map, which I really, really like.
Yeah, that's a smart move because we saw some of the MSU defenders rotate over, and that's going to be pretty useless as it looks like they're looking for a C push. They're currently stationed in garage. There's still 5 of them alive in a 5v4 scenario. However, if we look at the ultimates, MSU still has 3 ultimates online, and they might use them this round if they feel like they can get a round win, but it is mostly a save round for them. A Spike is going to go down on C site. Cass is going to try to get some shots onto garage window, but Omen is going to teleport as Puffy and the Cass kind of trade off there with Reflex getting a kill.
Yeah, at this point, you're just looking to maybe hurt the economy the best you can. It's really, really solid for ASU, but not untouchable, especially with about 5 rounds remaining. Just peeks wide with the flash out. Unlucky because Reflex had no idea. Ready Terror is going to clear all the way out, but fall damage, it'll get the nice little spray down between Ready Terror and Angel. And now we should be looking at guns coming out for the side of MSU. They desperately want to close out this game because it has gone way longer than I imagined they thought it would have done.
Yeah, I mean, ASU has hit the point where they can go 1 or 2 losses in a row and still full buy. So it's critical here that, I mean, they can't go 2 rounds in a row with losing because they'd lose the map. But regardless, they have the economy to keep afloat. And MSU just has to sit down, take a breather, assess what's going wrong, and really try to pull out these last 2 rounds. With only 3 rounds, 4 rounds left in the game, some mathematics that's too late for me, too high level algebra. We're gonna have Angel peeking down A long, and we're gonna get some early action here as looks like they're gonna rotate off A site again, kind of looking towards mid, definitely towards C, as we're seeing that Omen kind of peeking into Garage.
Yeah, and I want you to keep your eye on the ultimates for both sides. For the site takes, you can see the Sova, Cypher, and Breach ulti, all pretty key for that defending side to maybe stall the best they can. But that Killjoy ulti on the side of ASU can get them so much map control if they can get it positioned correctly. But right now, it looks like ASU has made a lot of headway up this mid area, and they have their eyes primed towards the beam bomb site.
Yeah, Jess is going to be holding that A link towards B. Manchi is just going to kind of tank
30
that
seconds left.
Boomba until it gets close, but Angel is going to pop off the ulti, and Killjoy on the other team is going to use theirs. Get some ulti trade off here as Ready Terror is going to try to rotate over to bring some like momentum back for MSU as Ready is going to get the pick onto Reflex with Overwork, peeking around, casting Overwork, getting kills, but Ready Terror is going to respawn, taking down Overwork. It's currently a 3v3 with 6 seconds left. They don't really have time to plant, and Defenders are going to win, and all of a sudden, MSU stays alive.
Yeah, really interesting mid-round call there, as we saw the side of ASU get that Killjoy ulti completely clear out the B bomb site, but then they just went C, and that's where all of the players of MSU were, and then they all died. So really curious that they elected to try and maybe they're getting their heads just a little bit too much, because now 12-9 you can only tie, and if I remember correctly, they can't even get any points with 1 draw and 1 loss in the best of 2. So they're just trying to play spoiler and take the points down from 3 to 2 for the sides of ASU. But right now, playing spoiler pretty well. Excuse me, no, they're not. They lost the first pick. Oh boy.
Yeah, Overwork is going to make their way in. They currently have 2, no longer 1 person up. As Puffy Warrior is going to get Reflex Beast. It's currently a 4v4 scenario. Some shots going out, no one really damaged. We do have an ultimate advantage on the side of MSU, as it looks like ASU is going to fall back towards mid. They might be doing a full rotate onto A, but it looks like they're going to have to deal with someone there. Oh, it looks like Overwork did. Yep, he used his ulti and cleared out A site, taking out Angel all the way from heaven. And all of a sudden, it looks like ASU has control of site. They're going to have to make their way, plant, and set up angles to cut off the rotations from A link onto site.
Yeah, honestly, pretty disrespectful of Angel to not try and clear behind him when that Omen ulti came out. Maybe he was looking to try and get a pick in front of him and then swing around, but regardless, he got shot in the back of the head, opened up the entire A bomb site. And honestly, I think you can definitely justify a save if you're in MSU's position. Your economy, still not the greatest. You lose here, you might be looking at a draw. And right now, with this 3-round buffer you have, you want to secure the most amount of points that you can. You don't want to get careless and just drop a point, because that can come back to bite you towards the end of the season.
Yeah, they're going to be picking the smart play here and saving those 3 weapons and ultis. They're going to have the economy to ride out the rest of this game. For those of you watching at home, if ASU wins this, well, they can't win it, sorry. If ASU manages to tie this map up, ASU is going to walk away with 2 points for the night. If MSU wins this map, it will be 1-1 for the night, and both teams will receive 1 point. Points go towards, how well you do and playoffs and where your seeding is and how good you do for the season. So, a good start for both teams would be ideal for them. Neither team is going to get a full win tonight, but a partial win is always good. Or, if you're MSU, getting a tie. We're getting into potentially the last round here, as Cass is going to make their way with team all the way to C long. and it looks like it's a C push here.
Yeah, they're starting to make some presence over towards the seaside. Ready Terror calling for the support of his Sova as they're going to shift over just a little bit towards the seaside. Do a nice little jump peek to check in with that clear. Going to make his way back towards Garage. As you can see, attackers of ASU have started to make their way over towards mid and that A lobby area. Bomb Buddy is going to go out. Not going to see the Jet in that upper position. Smoke goes down from the Omen towards that C site, maybe trying to bait them to thinking that it's going to be a C play after all. Right now, it seems like the defenders of MSU really have no idea. Don't have a lot of intel. That recon arrow is going to let them know that the C long is clear for now, as you start to see the breach cheating over towards this B site. Munchie not able to get that first kill, but he does when he gets stuck on the tripwire. Gets 2, looks for the 3rd, but not able to get it. Reflex Beast with that headshot.
30 seconds left.
MSU's in the position to win this round as Angel picks up 2 with Reflex using the ulti to get down Angel. It's 1v3. ASU all rests on Cass to get this round and have a chance to tie it up for the night. But it's going to take some shots. It's not going to have time to really get the plant down. It's going to go down to Ready Tier, and we're going to have MSU win map 2, tying up the series for the night.
Yep. Really, really well played down the stretch there by ASU, but unfortunately, in the end, not able to pull together enough of those rounds to bring it to a tie. After an abysmal half like that, though, you can definitely take away some nice positive moments from that comeback attempt.
Yeah, I mean, Monchi on the side of MSU really came out swinging, getting 27, 18, and 5 for the team. Cass and Fall Damage and Reflex had 15 kills for their team. Overwork coming in at a strong 16, and Ready Tear following it up with a 14 for MSU. We had a lot of high kills tonight, and honestly, I think it was a good first game of the season. I would tend to agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it was very competitive, honestly, the whole way through. Even when we saw that shutout in the second half of that Bind game, there were bomb plants pretty much every round. It was some close clutch attempts as well. And honestly, just really well played to both ASU and MSU. Going away 1-1 at the beginning of the season. Not the worst thing in the world. Securing those early points is pretty nice. And look forward to see what the rest of them can do in the later stages of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a good opening night for Valorant. Thanks to everyone who came out and watched. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time watching. It'll get easier as time goes on. These teams will get better acquainted to the game and each other and how the game works in terms of strategy, the meta, and I'm excited to see it evolve over the fall season. Seismic, do you have anything else to add?
I'm just hoping we get more use to the observer colors because that's still throwing me off.
Yeah, Valorant likes to switch it every half, which is it's kind of annoying to deal with. But you know, first ever cast of Valorant for pretty much everyone here at CEA. So thanks for sticking with us. I hope you all had a good time watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and also follow us on CEA Siege to watch our Rainbow Six Siege games. We currently have a lot of games coming up because it's only week 1 of the season. We got a lot more weeks to go before we even think about getting into playoffs. So be sure to check us out. I'm King of Dopenshire.
I'm Seismic Viking. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.